All right. So, hello. Thank you for joining me for today's virtual Youth Financial Training Ground pop up. My name is Jen, and I work for Horizon Credit Union. Just a note that everyone has been muted upon entry. But to request to be unmuted, just click the raise hand button or on your screen, or you feel free to use the chat for any questions. Today, we are going to talk about saving money and why it is so important. First, let's take a look at some of the reasons you might want to save your money. There are a lot of things that you can save for. Maybe you were already saving for something special even. Almost all people have to save their money up if they want to make a large purchase, such as a new car, computer, maybe a new bicycle, or even saving for a new home. When buying something as large as a home, people usually save their money for what's called a down payment. A down payment is a percentage of the total cost of something, and then you make monthly payments to a loan to pay off the rest of the amount. People also save money to build the future they want, or a lifestyle that makes them happy. Maybe you would like to travel the world, pay for college for yourself or someone else. Maybe you want to own a vacation home or attend shows and concerts regularly. But most importantly, people should save to prepare for emergencies. You may injure yourself and need medical care, or any number of things in your home may break down: a furnace, hot water heater, or refrigerator. And you'll need to pay to replace that item, or at a minimum, pay to repair it. What if your car breaks down and you need to pay the mechanic right away? If you don't have money saved up for emergencies, you may need to use a credit card, but those can cost you extra money. We'll talk about borrowing money next week. Let's look at some of the places you can keep your money while you're saving it. Even if you don't have a savings goal yet, something that you're saving up for, you'll want to start practicing saving your money and making deposits or putting money into your savings account if you have one. A couple of great and safe options to save money are keeping your money in a piggy bank and keeping your money in a savings account at the credit union. During the month of April, Horizon Credit Union is offering to match the first $5 deposit into a new Explorer savings account. So if you still need to ask a trusted adult to open you a savings account, April is a great time to do so. Let's explore the features of piggy banks. Piggy banks can come in many shapes and sizes. Even an empty jar can serve the purpose of saving money. They are usually kept in your room, so you don't really need help to start using one. Just start saving any money that you earn. However, piggy banks are easy to access, and it can be tempting to spend the money you're trying to save. Also, they may not be safe from your siblings. So, let's discuss an even safer option than a piggy bank: savings accounts. You open a savings account with a trusted adult at the credit union. Because this money is kept at the credit union, it is more difficult to access or to get to, and therefore harder to spend the money that you have worked to save. When you have to go to the credit union to withdraw or take out the money, it will give you some time to think about if you really need or want something before you buy it. These reasons, and the fact that your siblings can't get to it, make it a safer option than your piggy bank. And with a savings account, the money you have already saved will earn interest. We'll talk about interest next. Interest is the money the credit union pays you for keeping your money in a savings account there. It's money earned on top of the money that you have already saved. When saving your money, you want to get the highest interest rate or the most money possible. But keep in mind, any amount of interest is better than none in your piggy bank. Interest is like the icing on the savings cake. All right, let's explore a couple of ideas for how we can save money. The earlier you start practicing how to save, the easier it will be to make it a regular habit. Idea number 1, anytime you earn or receive money, put half of it in your savings account for the future. Then put half of it in your piggy bank for easy access and spending. This is a great way to practice saving and also reward yourself with some spending money right away. Idea number 2, set a savings goal. Draw or cut out a picture of what you're saving for. Keep it where you'll see it every day to remind you of your goal. This will motivate or inspire you to keep saving in order to reach your goal. Once you reach it, it can also give you a big sense of accomplishment, knowing you are in charge of your money. Then it's on to your next savings goal. Savings goals are beneficial to our financial health and our money mindset. Savings goals remind us of what's important. They make it easier to choose saving for the future instead of spending now. And they also give you something to look forward to. They can help turn saving from a punishment into a reward. Like I've mentioned a few times, remember that saving money is a skill, and the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Let's watch a fun video to show what you can accomplish when you save your money and reach your savings goal.
Saving money.
And that's why this washable, non-toxic glue stick is so special to me.
Did she forget it was show and tell again?
Oh, definitely. Every time she forgets, she just chooses something from her desk.
For show and tell, I brought this.
Oh, did your parents buy it for you?
Did you steal it?
Did you find it in an abandoned mine?
No, I bought it myself.
How?
By saving money.
Was it hard? It sounds hard.
First, I had to find a place to keep the money.
Like in the abandoned mine?
No, like a piggy bank. Duh.
Piggy banks work, but I save my money in an account at my credit union.
Ooh.
The hard part was deciding to save every time I had a little bit of money.
Like birthday money? Your allowance?
Money from your paper route?
Uh-huh. It was so hard not to spend it right away. I just close my eyes and think about how instead of buying something small now, I could buy something really big later.
But wouldn't that take a really long time?
Yep, but that's how you know if you really want something.
If you're not willing to save up for something, then it's probably not that important to you.
Oh,
Yes?
can I have it?
No.
Can you just give it to me?
No.
Can I borrow it for a very long time?
Sam!
You'll have to save up if you want to get your own. But in the meantime, we can all take turns.
All right, wait.
Oh, yeah.
When people save money, they give up the chance to buy something now in order to buy something later. What would you like to save money for?
All right, let's get our presentation back here. The old glue stick show and tell. Just like our turtle friend in the video did, create your own savings goal and work towards it. If you're saving for something that's really important to you, it won't be as hard to pass up the little things you could buy along the way. A great example would be candy at the store. Could you skip buying that small treat right now to save for something that really matters to you? Ask yourself, what is something you might like to start saving for? And how can you start to practice the skill of saving for it? All right, let's recap all that we've covered. First, you'll need to find somewhere to save your money. A piggy bank or a savings account at the credit union are good options. Next, you should think of a savings goal to motivate you and make saving easier. And finally, practice is progress. Keep practicing until you become really good at saving money. Does anybody have any questions? All right, I'll pull up a couple final slides to wrap things up here. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in for today's pop up. Ask a trusted adult to help you download the comic and activity sheet for saving money. The links are available in your event invite and the chat. And ask them to help you check out the financial training ground at the link on the screen for more fun episodes. And don't miss next week's episode when we talk about borrowing money, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time on the 27th.